When your RV air conditioner decides to quit in the middle of a heat wave, you aren't looking for a fancy upgrade. You just want the thing to blow cold air again. That is where this WQSING replacement motor comes into the picture. It is designed to slide right into those older Coleman Mach units, specifically the ones that have been running for years and finally gave up the ghost. Now, looking at the build, it feels like a standard, heavy-duty piece of equipment. It has that solid, industrial weight you expect from a motor that is going to be sitting outside in the elements, spinning away for hours on end. It is a double-shaft design, which is exactly what you need for these specific setups, and it hits that 1/3 horsepower mark that keeps the air moving through the condenser coils, just like the original factory part did. But here is the reality of working on these older rigs. While the specs line up perfectly on paper, there is a little quirk you need to be ready for. When you pull this out of the box, you might notice that the mounting holes aren't tapped. It is a bit of a head-scratcher why they would leave that step out, but it happens. You are going to need a tap and die set handy to thread those holes yourself before you can bolt it into the housing. It is not a deal-breaker if you are comfortable with basic tools, but it is definitely a step that adds a bit of frustration to what should be a straightforward swap. Once you get past that, though, the installation is pretty much what you would expect. Performance-wise, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It runs at those 2 speeds, hitting about 1465 RPM, and it moves air with the kind of consistency that makes you forget it is even there. It is quiet enough, and it doesn't seem to struggle under the load. Just keep in mind that you will need to source your own 7.5 microfarad capacitor separately, as this doesn't come with one in the box. It is a bit of a bummer to have to hunt one down if you don't have a spare lying around, but it is a common enough part that you can find it at any local supply shop. Honestly, if you are handy enough to pull your AC unit apart, this motor is a reliable way to get your cooling back on track without having to shell out for a brand new system. It is a no-nonsense, functional replacement that gets the job done, provided you don't mind doing a tiny bit of extra prep work before you bolt it in. It is a solid, dependable choice for keeping the cabin cool when the temperature starts climbing.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.